So, in case you are new to this idea of mantra, the idea is that the every syllable, every word has a vibrational power. It has a meaning, a purpose. So when we chant or say or think the mantra, we're aligning with the vibration of the mantra. We're aligning with the purpose of the mantra. And essentially, we're seeking to strengthen this in ourselves. So I sometimes like to think about it as a lighthouse. It's like activating this power or light in myself, and every repetition, I strengthen it, I strengthen it, I strengthen it in myself. And of course, when I become it, I also radiate it into the world. So I think it has this twofold effect. I become it through aligning with it, and then I send it into the world as well. So in this first one, Ramadasa, as I said, it's a mantra for healing, for connecting to everything that is, and really invoking a healing quality in ourselves. So as you listen, if you like, you can definitely tune in to this idea of healing. If there's a place in you, in your body or in your mind, or in your life where you would like a little bit of healing, like to bring a bit of ease, then you can imagine the vibration, the energy of this mantra coming into that place. And if there's someone in your life that you would like to send healing to, you can also invite this mantra to be sent to that person as a gift of healing to them. And the text, if you want to sing along, it's 8 syllables. So we have the first 4, Ramadasa, and the second 4, Sa, Se, So, Hum. So Ramadasa, Sa, Se, So, Hum. This is how you would say it, and feel free to sing along with me. I'm just going to go into the space of the chant, and I have no idea how long it's going to go for. Yeah, let's see what happens. Enjoy. So this next mantra is the second mantra in the booklet, the second song on the album. And it's called Lead Me to You. So this is an example of me taking a mantra and embedding it within a song, or within a lyrical song. It's on page 3 if you're looking for it. I have it in front of me on my phone. I'm not reading my text messages. And here, if you have a look at page 3, you can see the actual lyric of the mantra. So this is Asatoma Sat Gamaya, which means the first line, Asatoma Sat Gamaya, means lead us from ignorance to truth. The second line is Tamasoma Jyotiya Gamaya, which means lead us from darkness to light. And the final part is Mrityoma and Mrityam Gamaya, which means we awaken to our external state of oneness. That's quite a big mantra. There's a lot going on here. And on that third page, I have a quote from Rumi. I'm a huge Rumi fan. I've loved Rumi since I was 19, so that's almost 20 years of loving Rumi. And the quote that I've written here is, all my life I spent knocking on God's door, and when it finally opened, I realized I was knocking from the inside. And this is just a quote that, I don't know, I heard when I was 19, and it's just, when I think about that, it almost makes me cry, because for me that is like the essence of the path of awakening, of self-realization. It doesn't really matter what path you're taking. There are many paths, but for me this is this idea of awakening to our truth, awakening to self-realization, realizing our true essence, and removing the burdens of ignorance or the veils that are in front of us, and that in itself is a huge philosophical conversation which we don't have time for, unfortunately. But this is what this mantra for me is about. And when I called it Lead Me to You, it's that longing that I think for me Rumi talks about. It's this incredible longing of the mystic for oneness. It's almost, I feel it in myself as almost this pain, this pain of love, of this pain of longing to be united with the oneness, what the mantra says, this state of eternal oneness. So yeah, if you have a look at the lyrics, which I've included here on page 4, I'm saying, lead me to you, lead me to you. From unreal to real, from darkness to light, from the sleep I feel to you. And that line, from the sleep I feel, is also coming from Rumi. He says, all my life, he says, wake up, my friend. You're walking asleep, and there is no safety in that. So it's like, wake up from the dream, wake up to your truth. Seek to unveil yourself, to step into this eternal oneness that you are. Become it in life. And that for me is the essence of the journey. So for me, this mantra, I get goosebumps talking about it. It's like, oh, it's so big, so intense. And it almost makes me cry when I'm talking about it, because I don't know, it's a big heart opener. So I wanted to explain that for you, because that was my intention behind this when I created it. And this one has a special touch also, because I wrote it in February when I was back in my heimat, in my home of Adelaide, Australia. So it also has this little home touch melody. I know you appreciate that little Australian touch. Okay. Lead to you. From unreal to real, from darkness into light, from the sleep I feel to you. Lead me, lead me, lead me to you. As I told myself, gamaya, tamasona joite, gamaya, mrtyama, amritya, gamaya. Lead me, lead me, lead me to you. From unreal to real, from darkness into light, from the sleep I feel to you. As I told myself, gamaya, tamasoma joite, gamaya, mrtyama, amritya, gamaya. As I told myself, gamaya, tamasoma joite, gamaya, mrtyama, amritya, gamaya. Lead me, lead me, lead me to you. From unreal to real, from darkness into light, from the sleep I feel to you. Lead me, lead me, lead me, lead me to you. As I tell myself, gamaya, tamasoma joite, gamaya, mrtyama, amrityam, gamaya, gamaya. As I tell myself, gamaya, tamasoma joite, gamaya, mrtyama, amrityam, gamaya, gamaya. Lead me, to you. This next mantra is one that I really, really love to end my yoga classes with. I think it's such a beautiful mantra. The one I'm talking about is the mantra on page 5. It's Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. This for me feels like a cat purring, like that's how I feel it in myself, how I experience it when I say the words Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. And you can see there the translation of what each of these words means. So there are different interpretations. It's quite an old mantra. Its origin is in Hinduism. However, I think the relationship to it of many people in the modern time is more of a Buddhist feeling. For me, it is at least. So the mantra itself is talking about may all beings be happy. May all beings have joy. I think, at least in my experience of it and how I like to use it, I add an element of Buddhism into it, as I said, which is may all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. So this is a Buddhist prayer that I feel and I like to say when I think about the mantra, when I chant the mantra, or even when I say it in my head. And because of this, I've incorporated this idea into the lyric here. So there's a little bit of lyric in this mantra. It's more of a traditional chant where I just keep repeating the words of the mantra. But if you have a look then on page 6, you'll see that I have a few little words written down, which are the words that I'm saying in the middle of the mantra, which is this idea of may all beings be free from suffering, may all beings have peace, have love. And for me, this is so profound. I mean, of course, I'm sitting on my couch here, hanging on the guitar, talking about it. And that for me is the beauty of life and the beauty of what mantra can be. Because we can sit here in this casual space, in this daily living space, in the juice of life, and still reflect on something that can be so profound as this deep wish. May all beings have love. May all beings have peace. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. I mean, this to me is so profound if you really think about it, what that means. And what that could be if that could happen, how beautiful that would be. Again, I get a little getting emotional this morning. So this is what I think about when I chant this mantra. This is the space I align myself into. Feel free to sing along if that would please you, or just enjoy it. Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Samasta Sukhinu freedom from suffering. May my words, thoughts, and deeds lead to the freedom from suffering of all living beings. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Freedom from suffering. May my words, thoughts, and deeds lead to the freedom from suffering of all living beings. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Peace, love, freedom from suffering. May my words, thoughts, and deeds lead to the freedom from suffering of all living beings. Yeah, I love that one. It's like with the indie songs, you know. I love them all. I couldn't create them otherwise. That would be a bit weird. I have definitely my share of the song graveyard, where you start a song and you throw it in the graveyard because it doesn't work over months. I have that with some mantras too. They're still waiting to be finished. But some songs, some of my indie songs, when I play them, I don't know, it feels like I have this stronger experience of the song and it feels special. And it's the same way with mantra for me. I love them all. I love to sing them all. I love to share them, especially to share the meaning with others. But sometimes it's like I feel, and I have that from the last two actually. And I think the Loka, it's just, it's such a deep wish of my heart. So it brings me a lot of joy to share it, and I love watching you, and I'm so happy that you have your cameras on and I see you're enjoying and singing along, and that brings me such deep gratitude and joy. So thank you for being here and enjoying the space with me. I just wanted to ask you, I forgot to ask in the beginning, this is always the problem of being the musician and also your own sound engineer. Is the sound okay? Is the volume okay when I'm singing? Yeah? When I sing high, is it clipping or is it okay? Can you hear me well? Cool. It's always something that's a little challenging when I do online stuff because I have to try to cap my volume so that I don't peak the volume that comes into your ear. Whereas when I'm on a stage, I can just be like, ah! So I want to make sure that you're having a good time and that the experience is nice for you. So thank you. I forgot to ask that earlier. Wonderful. Yeah, and feel free to share anything if you like. You're welcome to share. Oh, there's so many goodies. I love this. I'm having fun. I hope you are. When I look back and when I look through this album, it's been, I guess, the last year, especially maybe the last 18 months, how the mantras that I've shared with you here. Excuse me, my computer's decided to talk to me about something. The mantras that I'm sharing with you here, I've kind of been working with them in the last 18 months. And so when I look and see, oh, that's the next mantra, it reminds me of the journey that I've been through with that mantra. And the next one is very special to me for a number of reasons. It's the mantra on page 7. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Excuse me. This mantra also comes from Kundalini Yoga. Interestingly, I don't practice Kundalini Yoga. I've tried it a few times, but I don't practice it. But I love a lot of their mantras. I think they have some nice mantras in the Kundalini space. This one was very special or very important for me last year. Last year was a very challenging year for me. This year has been challenging for everybody and challenging for me too, but last year was exceptionally challenging. And this mantra, I chanted this every morning for the year, and I swear it got me through the year. It got me through a lot of personal struggle and difficulty. This mantra really means to tune into your inner wisdom, to tune into your inner teacher. So it says, I bow to the divine teacher within, and this is powerful, I think, because in doing this, we recognize this divine spark, this wisdom, this oneness that we are, and we bow to that, which is even more profound, I find, because it's not just saying, I am a part of that oneness. No, it's saying, I bow to the oneness in myself. So for me, when I was singing this, and when I sing it, I honor, I bow to, I recognize and acknowledge that inner wisdom, that inner teacher, and I allow that part of myself space to speak to me, and in that sense, I really went on a journey with this mantra last year. So, and this also has lyric on page 8. I've written down the lyric here. And here again, this is an example of me trying to use the lyric to share the essence of the mantra. So if you have a look at what I've written there on page 8, this is how I feel that mantra in myself. This is what I'm tuning into when I sing it. In every repetition of a mantra, I have a background in Sufism, and that's actually how I came to mantra singing. In Sufism, it's called zikr. It's the same idea. But it's like in Sufism, we're a little bit more violent with our chanting than in the yoga scene, I would say. And by this, it's this idea of every repetition is like polishing or strengthening this awareness. Every repetition, in Sufism, we say to polish the diamond of the heart. We say the heart is a diamond and it's kind of a bit dusty, So every time you chant, it's like you wipe a little bit more of that dust off, so this essential nature of the heart can shine through, And in Sufism, we do this in zikr because we move our head, so we do it physically. And if you watch some Sufis chants online, you'll see them. Or if you watch the dervishes, they're crazy when they dance. But you'll see them, there's this real movement of the head when we chant. So it's like... And I feel that because I came to a mantra practice through this door. I have this in myself. So whenever I sing, I'm thinking in every repetition like polish, clean, polish, a little bit more of that dust. And I'm saying this because it is this idea of the repetition strengthens it. Like every time we chant it, it's making it that tiny micro bit stronger. It's strengthening in this mantra that relationship to that part of ourselves that little bit more. And I love this idea for me, and I love to obviously share this with you. So feel free to sing along if you would enjoy that. Listen to the voice inside, it will lead you home. Live life from this place, it always knows. No matter the outside or what you're seeking, it's there. Listening, turn to your heart, turn and don't despair. Awaken the all-knowing within. Om Namo Guru Dev, Namo Guru Dev. Namo Guru Dev, Namo Guru Dev. Om Namo Guru Dev, Namo Guru Dev, Namo Guru Dev, Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev. Om Namo Guru Dev. Namo, Namo Guru Dev. Namo, Namo Guru Dev. Namo, Namo Guru Dev. Namo. So, the next mantra. By the way, and I kind of knew this before I started, this is probably going to go longer than 90 minutes. So if you need to leave after 90 minutes, feel free. If you want to stay and continue the experience, I'm happy to stay and continue the experience with you. Just so you know. Often happens. This next mantra, it's very strong, powerful, intense mantra. It's on page 9. It's Om Namah Shivaya. So if you work with mantra, you might know this one. It's a very popular mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. And I have to say, when I started working with this mantra, I was a little bit shocked. And I know this is going to sound really weird, but I'm going to say it anyhow. I have this even as a songwriter when I'm writing indie music. I always say that, and I think this is probably similar for a lot of artists, inspiration comes through you. I feel like we don't own inspiration. I often feel like it knocks on the door of my brain and then it wants me to do something with it. So when I would write my indie music, it's like I would get an idea for a melody, or I would be in the shower and these lyrics would just come out. So I have a deep respect for inspiration, and I always feel that if we don't say yes to inspiration, then it will float on by and knock on the door of the next artist who's willing to say yes to it, because it's something that wants to be expressed, be born. This is the way I like to think about it. And so when I when this mantra came to me, and I knew it in a very different form, I think the form I used to sing it is a version by Ram Dass, which is also, no, not Ram Dass, sorry, Krishna Das, which is also very nice, but softer. And when this one came to me, it was when I had just started working with mantras, so I was still a little bit like nervous about how I would create mantra, how people would perceive that. I was a bit uncomfortable about that because I knew I wanted to do something different with it, and I was a bit scared that people might see it as disrespectful or not correct, you know? That was my fear and insecurity. And so when this mantra came through, and it came through for me in this kind of rocky song, and I was like, what is going on with you today, inspiration? But now I love it, and I think it makes complete sense, because this mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, it's a mantra for Shiva, you know, Shiva is the destructive force of the universe. So it's powerful force, it's powerful energy. And that doesn't mean that we have to be afraid of it, because of course, as I think many of us would agree with this incredibly challenging year that we've all been through, there is power in destruction. There is beauty in destruction. There is wonder and joy even in destruction, because that means breaking down old patterns. It means breaking down old structures. It means letting go of all this stuff that perhaps stands in our way, that doesn't serve us, you know, and that can be a celebration, actually, if we could have the courage and the trust to look at that energy, the energy of Shiva, in this way, as opposed to perhaps clinging on to what we want to keep, which is naturally in the nature of the universe impossible, because the one certainty is that change is constant. So this is Om Namah Shivaya. Feel free to join me when I have played this at festivals before. Not that you have to, but people actually jumped up and started dancing, so it's really fun. Anyhow, I invite you to enjoy this in the way that you need. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Oh, oh, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shiva Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. That's always a great one to do live with people. It's a lot of fun. Louisa, I just read your message in the chat box. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Michael.
Oh yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, hi.
Were you able to get the
Yeah, no
video?
worries, because I've got it on my phone, but not on the computer, which I'm looking at.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
fine. I've got it on my phone, but I'll work out how to transfer it over, so that's fine.
Okay, yeah, you can click on
Yeah,
it and then later download it, and that way you can
yeah,
print it up and
yeah,
everything.
exactly. Yeah, no problem. That was really lovely and powerful and emotional.
Thank you. Thank
They
you for
all are,
sharing.
but that one, you know, that one connected with me more. I don't know.
Thank you. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's the. Thank you so much for saying that. I think that's the interesting thing because different mantras connect. Well, firstly, different mantras connect with different people. I
yeah,
have that also with indie music. Some people love one song, and another person they'll be like, "Yeah, it's okay," but they'll
yeah,
love this other song.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And the other thing that I noticed for myself is that as I change and evolve and grow and, continue my journey, mantras that resonated with me really strongly at some point in the past sometimes don't have that same resonance anymore. I still appreciate them, but I don't have the same connection to it that I did before. Whereas there'll be
yeah,
this new mantra where it's like all I do is think about this mantra. It's very
yeah,
interesting, I
yeah,
find.
yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you. Does
Mm.
anybody else want to share their experience? I appreciate you don't have to, of course, but
Mm.
I'm always happy to hear if you want to share something.
I just feel like this one, um, it feels so rebellious in a way.
Yeah.
Feel like, yeah, feel like it's a very rebellious song, baby, that wanted to be born.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and I feel like you can feel the new energy and the new space that that it creates
I
because
agree
of the
with you.
because of the yeah the destructive force, and that there is some beauty in it, in creating space
Yeah.
for new and more beautiful and more fitting things that,
Yeah.
that want to be created and born.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I feel that too. It's like, and that's why when it came through, I was like, oh my God, are you sure? Like, oh God. I was like, oh, this is a bit warm for a mantra. For me, it was, because I'm used to mantras. The ones I had listened to, like, I really love David Permal. I listened to her for a very long time. Her work, I think, is incredible. And, but the pieces I had, or the mantras that I had in my playlist of hers, they were very gentle and very soft and lovely. Um, and then the few from Krishna Das that I knew, he has a bit more power, but still there was this softness to them. So when this came through, as exactly as you said, this kind of rebel, I was a little bit scared to create a mantra and then share that in that kind of way. But I love it now, and I think exactly what you said. I think it really represents Shiva. That power, that destructive power, and I feel it for myself also. It feels like it makes space. It's like you're like, oh, okay. It's like doing a hard workout or an intense power yoga class, and then afterwards you feel, oh, there's space in here for something new. That's the incredible power of mantra. I find they stay with you. There, it's when I sing, when I chant, and when I've been to chanting circles, it's you go into a journey, and the mantra lives in you, and it does something in you. And every repetition, as I said, it's doing something in you, and that's what's so beautiful about them, I find. Sat Nam is our next mantra. It is on page 10. Um, this is also a mantra that I wrote in Australia. Well, started working with in Australia. Sat Nam means truth. It means the absolute truth. Um, so for me, this is kind of shining a magnifying glass on that oneness, on that pure reality. And in this again, I have actually in this one written a lot of lyric. So if you have a look on page 10, you'll see the lyric. And essentially what I'm trying to do here again is to take the listener on a journey into this essence of what does it mean to realize that you are absolute truth, that this is your nature, this is who you are. And what lyrics could I use to describe that journey? So that's what I've written here on page 11, and you can read them. Yeah. This is a special mantra to me. I think it's a very beautiful one. Again, it comes from the Kundalini tradition. They don't all, but it seems to me that a lot of the ones that jump out to me come from Kundalini. Born of light you are, stardust, born of love you are, perfect bliss, but the years cover us in blankets, cloaking in darkness, but the years fill us up with endless nights. We're sleeping through life. Do you remember? Can you remember? Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Cosmic one, you are beautiful, every cell within divine, but the separation we learn over time paints untruths in our minds. Do you remember? Can you remember? Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Sometime within, find space inside, beneath the rolling waves of mind. In deeper bliss lay stillness, one depth, one breath. Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Sadnam, Sadnam, perfect light, truth is your identity. Sadnam, truth is your identity. Cosmic light, love is your identity. Divine truth is your identity. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Ooh. So I'm going to do a little jump to the mantra that has been my mantra that has got me through this year. And that is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. It is the mantra on page 15. I am a big Ganesha fan. Like, I always feel like Ganesha's my dude, my man. And I hands up in the air, which I don't know, I love Ganesha. And I think it started when I was in India, when I was 22. And of course, you know, it's obviously Hindu. And so you see the shrine to the monkey god, Hanuman. You see the shrine, obviously, to Shiva, to Shakti, so many of the different gods that are a part of the Hindu tradition. And then you see the fat, jolly elephant god, Ganesha. And I have, you know, I'm looking at him over here because I have a whole bunch of little Ganeshas and big Ganeshas in my life. And the energy of Ganesha for me is this beautiful energy. It's this joy, fun, playful energy. And it's also this strength, because Ganesha in the tradition is said to be the remover of obstacles. So for me, I need a lot of that this year. I don't know how the year was for you, but I was like, Ganesha, we got to get through this year. Please help me. And it was like, remove those obstacles, bring me joy. Help me to connect to this in myself. Help me to connect to this strength, this trust, this knowledge that I am that strong, that I can get through anything, that I can get through the thing that I think is a wall in front of me, and that I can do it with a sense of play. Because play is also something that's very important to me, the sense of having fun, of, you know, of being serious and at the same time ridiculous. I find these two things don't have to be opposites. They can go together, and they can go together beautifully. Ganesha! I have a little one over on my desk. The big one is behind me. I'll send you a photo later. And the irony is that when I started teaching yoga this year, I started teaching at the Ganesha Yoga Lounge. So I always feel like Ganesha's got my back. He's like, brr, brr. With his little elephant trunk. Yeah, sorry, I go a little crazy when I think about Ganesha. I just kind of jump into this playful, joyful, abundant strength. That for me is Ganesha. So that connection to Ganesha and this real need that I had from basically March this year to use a mantra repeatedly that would help me to get through the challenges that were popping up for me left, right, and center, was the reason that I really devoted this year to this mantra. And it's the last mantra that I finished writing for this album. So it took me quite a long time to work on this mantra, the composition. Obviously, I'm playing acoustic for you, but a number of the mantras on the album are all ambient, mantras, and the composition I do myself. And yeah, it took me a while to work on that because I wanted to have something nice for Ganesha. I was thinking about having an elephant like sound in there, but I couldn't find anything that worked. I tried because I thought that would be really fun to have Gam Ganapate and then this ridiculous like elephant, but then I thought maybe not everybody else gets it in the way that I do. Anyhow, I'm getting all excited talking about Ganesha, so let's sing it. So again, if you like it, Om Gam Ganapataye, so Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Melanie, I have to censor behind me. I can't take Ganesha seriously no matter how much I try. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha ba ba